All right, welcome to the weekly beginning market analysis for 2 May. What we're going to do is recap over the previous 2 weeks while we were in the field, what we said was going to happen and what actually did happen, and then identify setups for this week. And then we'll be back on tomorrow night, same time, 8:30 p.m. Central, to give the daily market analysis. All right, so first pair we're going to go over is going to be EJ. I said I wasn't going to trade EJ for the most part because it had consolidated for a very long time. A lot of sideways movement right along this 50 EMA here. But before I left, I had said that they were going to drop, right, at about the 50 or the 200, and that is exactly what did happen. I did not expect them to extend the high, come back up and extend it, but they have done that. So this is the new high now. This is a peak formation. ADR, let's go to the 4-hour. From here, ADR is 237. ADR times 3 is 211. So they have exceeded the ADR times 3. They have stopped right above the 50 EMA, issuing us a star. I think they're going to come up a little bit more, right, which will put TDI at the market baseline before continuing down. They could potentially come back up way up here, so I'll go ahead and insert a rectangle. Let's go with orange. They could come up to this previous high, giving us a second leg before dropping. They could just stop, like I said before, at this 1300 EMA and then continue down. So we'll be paying attention to that this week. Moving on to GC. Now, before I left, I said that I expected them to drop. I did not anticipate them dropping this much, but I said around the 800 or to come back and reset and retest this level here. They did more than that. They dropped all the way down, exceeding that previous low down here to retest this low here. So as of right now, 2 for 2, totaling for that webinar, I'm 6 for 10, and we'll cover all of that. But on the day time frame, they have exceeded the 800 EMA, giving us a peak. Right, you can see TDI is outside of the Bollinger Band on the day time frame, so we're just waiting for that second leg. There's been some consolidation, but we're waiting for that second leg on the 4-hour time frame before entering, before we go down to the 1 hour. All right, moving on to CJ. Before I left, I said that I expected them to drop. They essentially did the same thing EJ did. They did drop, but came right back up to retest and then exceeded this high, giving us a peak formation. TDI on the daytime frame is blown past the market baseline and is on its way to the high level. So we'll be expecting a reversal this week. All right, GA. When I took off, I said, or before we left for the field, I said that they were going to drop here at this point. I said they could potentially, when they were coming back up, potentially do a stop hunt, but I didn't foresee it happening just based off of how far TDI was from the market baseline. I didn't see them coming way back up here and exceeding that previous high here, but they did that. They gave us a stop hunt and then continued to drop. So it did happen, just not the way that I said it was going to happen. That's why we don't enter until the market maker gives us that setup that we like. But on GA, I am not. I do not like this current setup right now. They're way above the peak formation. There's a lot of consolidation going on here. Yes, they did pin the 800 EMA and then came back down. Here's a W, but at this point, I'm not sure whether they're going to continue up, going long or short. I'm assuming that they're going to go short based on the 50 EMA and how TDI is behaving at the market baseline, but again, I'm not sure and I'm not a gambler, so I'm going to sit out on that one and wait till they give us a clear setup. There's a lot more other pairs that we could go over. All right, for USD CHF, I expected them to go long a lot sooner than, well, they didn't go long at all, but I expected them to go long and they did not do that. They consolidated and then dropped. So the market maker had more money down here. There was a lot more people who had got it right versus who got it wrong. So the market maker did a stop hunt, did another level, right? And now he's weighing again who got it right, who got it wrong. So for this week, we'll be waiting to see how they behave at this low if they retest it. TDI is at the top Bollinger Band right here at the mid-level line. So I'm expecting them to come back down and retest this for the week. And then that will give us our setup. All right, and this is another one that hasn't really moved. They've exceeded the high, right? Extended the high and during stop hunts, but they're not strong movements up. They're short pushes, which leads me to believe he's inducing traders to go long. So this is one that I said was going to drop, but instead they did sideways movement. Price action is currently on its way back up to retest this high, so we'll see how they get up or behave once they get up here, or at least to here. So I'll go ahead and insert rectangle here. So this is where I foresee the reversal coming from. They could come up to the 50 here or the 13 here and drop. So I'll go ahead and move that down to here. So this is the range that we're looking at. TDI is currently outside of the Bollinger Band on its way back in. Maybe it will hit this market baseline before continuing down, but that is the setup I see. You see this reset box here. They're inside of it. The wicks are outside, which isn't a big deal, but all the candles are, if you look at it, I'm gonna line it up, all the candles fall within that reset box. So this is definitely where they're reversing at. You see TDI has already hit the top Bollinger Band on its way down to the market baseline. All right, or AC. So this is where I set the box for the reversal to happen. I said that we wouldn't trade it unless they came back up to retest. They did that. Exceeded the high, right? Did a stop hunt, retested, and then dropped, came back up and dropped again. So this is one of the ones that, again, did what I said it was going to, or did what I thought it was going to, but I didn't foresee it happening, that trend being that long. So as of right now, we got first, second leg, well, if this closes, well, it's already closed. So we got first leg right here. Disregard this because this candle is closed below this wick here. So we got first leg. Railroad tracking currently at the 800 EMA. You see TDI is near the bottom Bollinger Band, past the market baseline. So we're looking for a long position this week on AC. So on a 4-hour time frame, they've given us first leg. You see TDI is outside the Bollinger Band, exceeded the low level line. I'm expecting them this week to come back and retest this low. So they could come up to this 13 and drop, could come up to the 50 EMA and then drop, which would be a long stretch. Either way, coming back to retest this low before going long. All right, moving on to AU. You got any questions so far, Will? Okay. Moving on to AU. Another one that I said was going to drop, but they have not done nothing but sideways movement. So they're not ready to make their move yet. You see on the daytime frame, TDI has hit the top Bollinger Band twice now. It's currently at the market baseline at this 50 EMA. So that lets me know they're going to come back up again. So what we're waiting on is to see how they behave at this high right here. We'll insert rectangle from here. We'll go ahead and put it at the 50. We'll do the 13. Another one. Right, so this is a range that I expect the reversal to happen in. They could blow past all of this and continue up to come back up towards the top Bollinger Band, but we shall see. They could retest this high here. We go off of what the market maker gives us, so we'll be paying attention to that. You see one that has been disappointing us all year. We'll go ahead and say all year. So before I left, I said that I needed UC to retest. They did that, consolidated, which is why we didn't enter, and then continued the trend short yet again. TDI is outside of the Bollinger Band. On the daytime frame, they've issued us a sun. So it's just a matter of time before we catch it. You see, they've been dropping for some time now. So it's outside of the Bollinger Band. It's not near the low level line, but on the 4-hour time frame, we've got a small W. It's not as sharp as I would like to see. The trend is very, very weak. You see these short candles here. So they're just inducing traders right now to go short. We'll see if he gets his numbers. Once he does, then he'll pull up. But until then, he's going to keep doing this number right here. All right. So more to follow on UC this week. NJ. So NJ has dropped, right? But it did not do it in the way that I said it was going to. Before I took off, I said that they could come back and retest this and extend the high, given a stop hunt. And they did so. They dropped, but they've also come back up to retest this high. The reason why this box is still green is because they did exactly what I said, a stop hunt, right? And then dropped, hit the 200 EMA. I did not say that they were going to come back up. I said that they could potentially come back up. Reason why this whole area is green, because this is still retesting this previous high, so it's still good. So this is one that we look to go short on. We'll see how they behave at this range here. for the week. This is where I foresee that second leg coming from. Will really be a third hit. So first leg, second leg, coming back up for that third hit, giving us a clearer M or a 2-2 setup. So 1, 2, and then the second leg should have two hits as well. So that'll be a 2-2 setup for NJ. More to follow on that one. So UJ, you want to cover UJ? You covered it last week, right? Or previously?
Yeah, I think I did.
Okay.
That feels like so long ago now.
So AJ, it's essentially the same thing that's going on with NJ. They are retesting this high here. This is all one level right here. So this is level 1, 2, 3 on the daytime frame. So and this isn't something that we've taught before or that we've gone over before, but we got this 000 line. This rarely ever happens, but this is another indicator that we use for reversals. You got our 000 line. Where's that 00 line?
Right there.
This is another triple.
It's the
this dotted line right here, the longer dotted line. That's a 00. Oh, it is a 50.
So the
so these thinner ones
are the 00s.
So we got our 000, a 00 line. I'm not gonna go in depth with that one, but these are another indicator that we use to predict the reversals. As you can see, first leg consolidation, and then second leg all here at the 000 line. Before I go to the 4-hour time frame, I'll go over the RSI. RSI is just over the market baseline. I'm coming back, crossing over it. As of right now, I'm not sure if they're going to continue up right now. But the 4-hour time frame should be able to tell us that. You can see TDI is coming back up towards the market baseline now. It could stop here. It could blow past it and come up to the top Bollinger Band. Right now, the last indicator is a star. We'll be looking for the same thing on this second leg here. But tonight, this is our high that we're looking to see how they behave at right here. All right, so short position this week on AJ. On NC right now on the daytime frame is retesting this previous leg. They've blown past the 800 TDIs at the market baseline now. They've issued us a star. This is what we like to see. Drop down to the 4-hour time frame. They've already given us first leg TDIs outside of the Bollinger Band and exceeded the low level line, excuse me. So we're just waiting for the second leg. Here's first, just seeing how they behave this week at this low before taking off going long. And the same thing for EC on the daytime frame. They're giving us second leg now, retesting this low. TDI is blowing past the market baseline. There's still a lot of space between TDI and this bottom Bollinger Band, so I'm not going to trade this one just yet. Probably not this week. They're probably going to come down a little bit more, so more to follow on that. GN. All right, that is it for me. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it off to Nick so he can cover his pairs.
Where is
GU?
Yeah.
I'll move it over.
You didn't cover EU this week?
No, I don't like it.
Okay. Okay, so starting off with my old favorite pair here, GU. So a lot of frustrating things because a lot of opportunities were missed over the past 2 weeks. It's okay. We'll go ahead and recap, see where we're at, and go from there. Okay, so when we left, we were on this long trend here, um, creating this first leg. If we go ahead and zoom out, right, we talked about them coming back up and retesting this triple top over here. That's exactly what they did, and they gave us an M off of that first leg. All right, so came up first leg, second leg on the 4-hour chart. Real good stuff. It's a moon followed by a star. Right, so all the confirmations that we like to see, and we're back to our overall short trend that is confirmed on the day time frame. As you can see, on the day time frame, we are in a almost fully confirmed short trend. Once they break past this level right here, that will seal the deal for a long period of time. So really looking forward to that happening. I really think we'll get there in another week or two. Overall, our bias is still short for the week. I am anticipating once we get up to this hour chart, I am anticipating at least 2 more days of drop before a correction. We are currently at 165. ADR times 3 is 270, right? So another 110 pips to go. If we go from the current price point, we got another 120, 130 pips to go. So we got at least I would imagine 2 more days of drop, and then the midweek reversal to come later in the week. But we won't be trading. I'm not going to trade it tonight because I do think that there is a possibility they go long as a false move week beginning, right, against the short trend just to retest in up here because they made such an aggressive move to end the week last week. So we'll see what they do going into Monday night. All right, GJ, favorite pair number 2. Currently also in a overall short trend. As you can see, as we move in under the day chart, right, we've had a lot of consolidation up here. We're on second leg M. So looking for a continued short bias. Reasons to go short overall. I do think that we'll be coming up for another retest of this high to finish this second leg just a little bit better. So anticipating it to go long to start the week off. And then moving into short. But we will see what the market maker gives us. Sorry, it's just kind of lagging behind here a little bit. Yeah, so I think we get a nice push up to here, hit the daily stop hunts, right? And then dropping sometime into tomorrow and the next day. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it right now. Asian range is currently, I can't see it. Anyway, we'll get back to it. We'll just do it like this. We'll do it manually. See if this Asian range is confirmed so far. It's close. It's about 47 pips, but still okay. All right, so moving on to EG. EG's been in consolidation for a little while now. They shifted up. We were talking a little while ago about how we had a long bias that we were looking at. We were waiting more or less for confirmation. So looking into the 4-hour chart, I think they're about to come back down and retest this low. They've been up here for a while, consolidating, really not doing anything. So we're going to be looking for reasons to go short starting the week off this week for EG. No real reason to go into the 1-hour chart right now. I want to see the RSI come back up towards this top Bollinger Band, or at least pop up over that market baseline on the 4-hour chart before we go down to the 1-hour chart. Okay, UJ to finish it off. There's really no trade right here right now for UJ. I don't like any of it. Let me see if I can't get a better feel. The trade it's long, right? It's really nothing to trade for me until we get back up into here towards this level, and that could be them just stopping at this this price point, like Javon was saying, this 000 line, somewhere in there. So they're at least coming back out towards the 000, and until I see that, I won't be touching it. And then even still, they could exceed it to more closely retest this first leg on the daily chart. So right now we're sticking at the daily chart. No need to go down to the 4-hour chart. That's all we need to do right now. Once we start to see a better confirmation, we'll start looking at the 4-hour. That's all for me. You know, I like to keep it pretty. I'm much more focused. I don't spread. I don't look at as many pairs as Javon, but I'm also not as experienced as him, so I guess there's that too. He's got about 3 years on me, so you know. But I'm really excited to get back with you guys. We both are. We don't like being out, and we're really excited to get back into it. So if you guys have questions about any of the pairs that we talked about tonight, feel free to hit us up in the group chat or just DM us directly. We'll get to you as soon as we can. Looking forward to a good month of May, good trading month to finish things off before we have to jet to Korea. You got anything else for him, Javon? All right. Well, we will see you tomorrow, 8:30 Central Standard Time. Have a good night.